What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the AMS podcast. I'm your host, Adrian Michael Soto, discussing all things films past, present, and future. I'm back, and here I am. You see my face now. Thank you all so much, as I've stated since day one, for all the positive feedback. Um, as I stated on my socials that I wasn't going to be able to post anything up at the time of this release. It is the month of March, so I will be posting. This episode is going to be talking about March movie preview. It might be a little bit short, but I still have a full length episode. Should be on by Friday or Saturday of this week. So please be patient. And like I said, thank you all for watching. As you can see here, you see a microphone. I've used this on a previous episode. It works fantastic. It can pick up almost anything from a distance. I'm getting other equipment to spice up this podcast here and just trying different things. So, once again, thank you all for watching, and let's start the show. But let's start this podcast. Before we start, to my newcomers, welcome. To my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. If you all don't know, I have a YouTube channel. Nope, not that one. This one. It's right here. It's on my name. As the thing is, Adrian Michael Soto. I just recently posted um two new clips of AMS movie reviews and another episode of Behind the Scenes, Corner of My World. And to all those, like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, my videos, and AMS movie reviews. I'm gonna do my best to basically try and I'm gonna do my best to watch different movies, because if you've already seen my AMS movie reviews, you've seen that they've been comic book movies, and to many, that's not your forte. Like I've said in the past, you like what you like, I like what I like, but I am gonna be sharing my thoughts on a movie that has been getting a lot of nominations, and which is Everything Everywhere All at Once. It is a fantastic movie. I would say that it is one of the best movies I saw last year in 2022, so keep an eye out on that. And as we proceed here, the behind the scenes, this third one is based off of the documentary I did called Corner of My World. And it is just one of those that has a lot of meaning, and I describe it in the video. And I'll do a few more videos of the other projects I've done. To those who have seen it, thank you. And I also, if you want to, instead of me talking about it, you just want to see it first and then watch, go ahead and do both. I appreciate it so much. So, this next thing right here, this is going to be a work in progress. This is going to be a part of the AMS podcast. And as you see the little animation here, it's going to be a coming soon thing. And what it's going to be is I'm going to be speaking with friends, colleagues, just people I know. And I'm going to be inviting them onto the AMS podcast. And I'm going to talk to them about movies. And I'm going to have them bring up a topic that they want to discuss, whether it being familiar to me or not. I'm going to learn something that I haven't known, or something that they didn't know, or we're going to just learn from each other. So I'm going to call it, it's a title, Work in Progress, movie friend chat, as a part of the AMS podcast. And like I said, there's, for example, a lot of movies I have not seen yet that I still need to catch up on. And there's just so much that's out there that I may seem to some like a movie fanatic. By all means, I'm not. Well, I'd say for my tier, yes, but keep an eye out on that. It's going to be a friends chat on the AMS podcast. And as we proceed here, um, this is gonna be a little bit of a short episode. Well, let's see how it goes. But I'm gonna today the when I release this, it'll be March 1st, and we've already going into a new month in 2023, and with a new month is movies. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a movie preview and talk about what's on my radar and something that may interest you or not your forte and something else. So, excuse me. So, as we proceed here, coming out this weekend is Creed 3, starring Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors, and Jonathan Majors and Tessa Thompson. Yes, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was already forgetting her name. Sorry. So this is the third movie in the Creed series. I believe the ninth as a part of like the Rocky trilogy, and you could call this a reboot slash remake. I might have gotten that wrong. Overall, this film series has been really good. First one was directed by, gosh, I'm a little bit rusty. Um, I'm going to be, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm going to be cheating a little bit. Ryan Coogler. I drew a blank on his name. The first, the first movie was done by Ryan Coogler. The second was Stephen McKnight. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but this has just been a movie in the series in the Rocky world that kind of is a followed of Adonis Creed, of the son of Apollo Creed, and just trying to stray away from his father's footsteps. I won't go into spoilers into any of the three movies, but this one looks really good because it's portraying a character that, or in a way that we need to deal with our past and just basically kind of learn from it, or don't run away from your past. Maybe I'm not being too specific. And Michael B. Jordan here, as you can see, with his jacked arm, I'm trying to work out myself, but he's making his directorial debut as well as starring in this film, and it's coming out this weekend. And to those who have seen my previous episodes on and sequels, I'm going to look up here as I talk to you how much has the Creed franchise made? Because as studios go, they just make money on things that the first Creed movie made 173 million in the US. It's not, it's probably that's what it was expecting. And then the second Creed movie went in at 214 million. So this third Creed is let's see what and let's see how much it costs to make. I would say it was about in the 100. It doesn't say, but I would say you should expect to see this in the 190 to 200 million dollar range. There is a fan base around this, and to those who aren't familiar with it, it's still going to make quite a bit of money this weekend. So expect to see the buzz on this. The reason why I bring up box office, and I'm going to bring it up on some of the other movies, that's what I'll be the one to admit. I end up watching or keeping an eye on seeing. I'm still gonna go see a movie no matter what, on how successful it is, ratings, or I'm gonna just any sort of movie is gonna have my money, just like that. Shut up and take my money meme. So I would say this is one of my anticipated movies for the month of March, and I want to see what kind of work Michael B. Jordan does. If some of you are not familiar with him, he's been obviously in this franchise, part of the Black Panther series. Watch a film called Fruitville Station, where he worked with Ryan Coogler, and Just Mercy, I believe it is, with Jamie Foxx. Very well done actor, and expect to see a returning Jonathan Majors, who is a part of the MCU as a new bad called Kang the Conqueror to my comic book fans out there. So, highly recommend checking out Creed, or be on the lookout for Creed coming out this weekend. The following week is he's back again for the sixth time, I believe. And I kind of missed part five because going back to this genre is not my forte. I have seen the first four Scream films. I saw part one, two, and three. I didn't see five. This is the sixth one. And as I look here, what's kind of good about this is that um they end up changing it up more per se of not like the Halloween franchise where they made this is not a dig, but they constantly bring back Michael Myers, who is like 200 years old. And I'm just making a joke. Excuse me. I'm just making a joke, but the Scream franchise has made over 740 million. And I would say this has become a blockbuster series, definitely. The originals were popular. This is a different adaptation, and they probably, per se, have gotten people to just be excited of this. Kids that are young, people that are younger than me, I remember seeing this as Halloween costumes. I used to dress up as superheroes, and other kids would dress up as Ghostface. And you've probably seen it where you have a Ghostface mask and then blood comes down through the face. This one is expected to come out March 10th, next week. Sorry, allergy season where I live. It's terrible. But this one overall, it kind of looks like it's a next generation story. You're going to have this might be a little bit of a spoiler. Uh, don't listen if you don't want to hear. The only returning character is Courtney Cox. Um, like I said, this one is this one is going to be just very interesting to see because they just bring up the stakes little by little, and I'm kind of intrigued, and I need to catch up on part 5 to watch this one just to know these new characters, and it's one that fans keep on coming. So Scream 6, and instead of the little old town that they're in, it looks like it's going to be in New York City. And just keep an eye out on Scream 6. It's just this has become one of those popular characters that doesn't doesn't stop, because you've seen they continue with Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. When a movie makes money, it's basically gonna keep going, and this series has kept going. There's fans for it, and by all means, everybody loves what they love, and there is a following for this. and I need to do some homework and watch the previous one to this just to know the characters. But keep an eye out for Scream 6, March 10th. Now, this one is called 65 with Adam Driver. And if you haven't seen the trailer for it, it looks interesting. It looks like it is based in the future. I'm going to read the synopsis instead of me just guessing here. Um, it looks like Star Wars meets Jurassic Park. So, well, sci-fi films meets Jurassic Park. And to those who are Sam Raimi fans, Sam Raimi looks like he produced it. So, after a catastrophic crash on an unknown planet, pilot Mills discovers he actually stranded on Earth 65 million years ago. Now, with only one chance of rescue, Mills and another survivor, Koa, make their way across an unknown terrain and dangerous prehistoric creatures. And that right there, prehistoric, is pretty much self-explanatory of dinosaurs. And it kind of looks interesting, and to those, this looks like an original idea. I might be wrong, and that's what Hollywood does. As I've said on previous episodes, they either come up with original ideas. The last two movies I announced are sequels, part of a franchise in trilogies, and Adam Driver is a very talented individual. He's been in so many drama type movies, and to my Star Wars fans out there, you may know him as Kylo Ren. So this is going to be something different for him, or let's see how this one goes. This one comes out also March 10th. Yes, also March 10th, the same weekend of Scream 6. And like I said, it's becomes a different option. You're not a horror fan. That last one might not be for you, or this one right here. This one right here might be for you as a science fiction fan. So that's what Hollywood does, is gives you the option of deciding on what to watch. Now, as we proceed to our next movie, I'm trying to go into I may anything I talk about on any of these shows, I may have missed, I may have forgotten. Forgive me. Like I said, I'm just trying to put things that out there for everyone to see or to view to get their viewpoint. This one is called Champions, and I've seen the trailer. It looks like one of those heartwarming movies, and I'm going to read the synopsis here. A former minor league baseball coach receives a court order to manage a team of players with intellectual disabilities. Despite his doubts, he soon realizes that together they can further go than they ever imagined. This one looks like a heartwarming movie. The young basketball players around Woody Harrelson, um, he's probably going to be one of those character types that always just cares about himself and just coaching. And these people right next to him bring him down to earth and realize that there's more to coaching in life and just that sort of thing. And this one's and also on March 10th. So you have three options to decide on something that may not be of interest to you, and or something that's a little bit different. So check out Champions on March 10th. And it is directed by one of the Bobby Farley. So looks like one of those delightful family movies to go see. And next one is Shazam Fury of Gods. And here's another comic book movie for myself and any comic book aficionados or the casual moviegoer. This is the sequel to the first Shazam, and it's starring Zachary Levi, Rachel Zegler, um, Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. I'm not going to go into full detail, but basically if you haven't seen, excuse me, the first Shazam film, I would say I'd highly check it out. It was a very delightful movie. It's in the world of Batman, Superman. They do get referenced in Wonder Woman. They do get referenced. It became like a solo type. They acknowledge that they're in their world and stuff. Excuse me. And they basically are just a part of this world. And it looks one of those that's interesting. And let's see where this goes, because if you haven't kept up on the internet, basically it's doesn't look like it's getting too much traction. Like I said, I don't really care about box office per se. I still watch, but it's not gaining that momentum of anticipation for people to see. So basically, it's going to end up being one of those iffy type things that, do I want to watch it? Do I not want to watch it? So let's see what happens there. But Shazam Fury of Gods comes out March 17th. And kind of just to go off the box office, as might as well the first Shazam made 366 million. And this one, as I said, is projected to be a little bit lower, but hopefully it does good, because this might be the last time you see Zachary Levi playing the lead role in this movie. And it's one of those that I'm definitely going to check out. So March continues to be a busy month. And this one is right there next with Creed. John Wick Chapter 4. I probably announced this or referenced this in one of the previous episodes talking about sequels, prequels, trilogies. This is one of the best action trilogies, franchises of so many years. I commend Keanu Reeves for doing this. He does a lot of it looks like he does a lot of his own stunts, and it's just basically kicking ass. And it's just, I'm just speechless. I just want to, I'm trying not to spoil anything. Like I said, if you have the chance, check out this series. Keanu Reeves is not really, I won't, maybe this might be a spoiler. He's not really given a lot of dialogue. Not a lot of dialogue is really said. I'm kind of maybe exaggerating, but you'd have to see for yourself once you see this. Once he kind of he learned like a lot of stuff in action, and they've like upped the ante every single time on this franchise. And it's just been one of those that is a fantastic watch. And man, I just I'm just excited to see this one. I would say it's Creed, John Wick, and then the rest of them. Or you know what? John Wick, then Creed. But March looks like a very stacked month. And overall, it is one of those that's going to be fantastic to see. So, as I said, this one looks like it's going to be a little bit of a short episode. What I'll end up doing, like I said, is you'll still get I'm going to preview episode number 7, which should be coming out in a few days. And I'm going to be talking about reboots and remakes, because my first movie I referenced was a Creed 3. And gonna have my take on it. What is your take on it? Um, think about any reboots and remakes that worked and didn't work for you, and just be prepared. to hear my take on it and kind of reference what you're going to end up seeing and things like that. But this one was a little bit of a short episode, as I said. It's good to be back. And now this time you can see me on camera. I'm testing the waters. I'm experimenting here on my computer as I talk to you all on the screen. Like I said before, like and subscribe to any of the videos that I like, comment, let me know what I'm basically doing for the rest of this. As I've stated, is just coming up with ideas and comment in on this video anything you're excited to see. The month of March doesn't interest you at all. There's still more months of movies to come. If I might have missed something that I didn't talk about in this video, let me know. Um, if you have movie suggestions for me that I may have not seen, let me know on this video. But other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, this is the AMS podcast discussing all things films, past, present, and future. This was fun. Keep an eye out on episode number 7 coming to you in a few days. You all have a fantastic day. I will see you next time. That's it for now. I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.